Ow, that hurts! Ow, that hurts! Ow, that hurts! Wanna work out? Ow, that hurts! Wanna work out? Ow, that hurts! Ow, that hurts! Gobble, gobble, gobble! Get a turkey! Gobble, gobble, gobble! Get a turkey!
Hi everyone! I broke my arm! I have a dislocated ulna at my wrist. It snapped right in half, and then it was a displaced fracture because the bone shifted to being out of the correct position. Now I have a hard cast. I opted not to get the surgery. The surgery would have implanted a titanium plate in my arm at the wrist to reduce my fracture. Instead of reducing my fracture with a titanium plate and surgical reduction, I opted to wear a hard cast. My hand is swollen. My first hard cast covered my knuckles. My second hard cast will be on for a full month. It does not cover my knuckles. My swollen fingers can barely bend. They are arthritic and stiff because I have not moved my hand in over 2 months. The muscles in my hand are beginning to stiffen and lose flexibility. The muscles in my hand are beginning to lose their range of motion. I shall have to do hand exercises to rehabilitate my hand. The hand exercises will be physical therapy to gradually regain the flexibility of my hand. Here is one such exercise that I will do to gradually help my fingers rehabilitate. I take an empty water bottle like so, and I try to squeeze the air out of it. I am just bending my fingers like this, over and over again, trying to squeeze the air out of the bottle. This is exercising my fingers at the joints. I can do this all day to rehabilitate my hand. Another exercise I can do is to gradually bend my hand at the joints. At the first joint, I will bend it manually with my strong hand that isn't injured, my left hand. I bend the finger at the joints manually back and forth as many times as I can. I will bend my finger at my other joint back and forth manually as many times as I can. This is an exercise that will strengthen my hand. Hopefully it will heal. But right now, I'm experiencing some edema in my hand. That means swelling in my hand. I should be able to make a fist now that my knuckles are exposed. Because my knuckles are exposed, I should be able to regain flexibility in the bending of my hand. Presently, I can only make a claw, and my muscles are too stiff to make a fist. I will have to do exercises once the cast comes off so that I can make a fist someday. Well, wish me luck with my broken arm. I really want to learn how to regain flexibility in my hand. Someday, I will be able to have the dexterity back in my right hand and the agility and the flexibility and range of motion back in my hand. Please stay tuned to watch me do physical therapy on my hand and wrist to regain flexibility and range of motion. There will be several workouts involving this complex but simplified exercises and physical therapy. Stay tuned. Now, I have to recuperate. I will have to do some rehabilitation physical therapy as soon as my case comes on. It's a long story. I broke my ulna at the wrist and it was dislocated fracture. Today, I'm going to talk about working out with a broken arm. I broke my arm. It wasn't a hard cast. The first hard cast was red. The second arm cast was bright purple. And now I'm in a brace with Velcro and laces to make it tight or loose. And this is what my palm looks like. The cast secures around my thumb. It tightens with Velcro. It laces up the front with shoelace-looking things. Laces? The laces can make it tighter or looser. It has a metal plate going up either side. This is what my brace looks like. I'll have this brace on my hand for another month. I'm going to try and do exercises with my brace on. Very important. I will need to do finger curl exercises, or I bend each of my fingers at the joints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to do this with each finger to keep the flexibility up in my fingers. Each finger will have to be bent. It's not enough just to wiggle your fingers. You have to bend each joint. Doing an exercise every day to keep the flexibility up in your hands while you're wearing a brace. I can take the brace on and off using Velcro, and I can make it tighter or looser, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it exactly the way the doctor put it on. Unless it's an extreme emergency, I'm not going to take off my brace.
broke my arm when I fell from a height. I fell directly on my arm and broke it. I was doing some yard work and climbed up very high to try and get rid of some vegetation and foliage, and I fell directly on my arm. It didn't hurt at first, but then I knew I couldn't move my arm because the bone was almost sticking through the skin and visibly deformed. I didn't panic, but I knew I couldn't grip a steering wheel with one hand and drive on a highway in a strange town where I had never been before. So I was rushed to the emergency room in an ambulance. They were giving me all types of medication, including the dreaded fentanyl. I thought I should stay away from such a terrible thing, but the ambulance people insisted that I take it because the pain would be very unbearable and inexorable pain that would be inexplicably excruciating. In fear of this foreboding pain, I took the painkillers, which were not administered to me with a needle, but with some type of strange device. Yes, I believe it was a needle, but there was no IV bag that I used to see when I went to the hospital last time. They x-rayed me, and they saw that my ulna was snapped right before I got to the very joint where the small bones of my wrist were. So the small bones of my wrist were not broken, but my ulna was, and it was displaced and moved over. I'll show you some pictures of my fracture. And once they decided that it was displaced, I had to get it readjusted. So somebody literally pulled my arm and realigned it. They had to inject me with a lot of cortisone and painkiller right at the joint so that I wouldn't feel it. Then they set it in this cast, sent me home. They wanted to operate on me right away, but I decided that I didn't want to get an operation at all. They sent me to the surgeon in another town. He x-rayed it, removed the cast and x-rayed it, and said that I needed an operation and a titanium plate right away. I thought, maybe it won't heal without the titanium plate. So I agreed to it. The only thing that kept me from getting the operation was I had no transportation to get to the hospital. Because even though I just purchased an SUV a month prior, I didn't see myself driving on the highway to a hospital doing surgery, and I certainly couldn't drive myself home after the surgery. So this was the problem. Because I couldn't get transportation overnight to and from the hospital, I decided not to have the emergency surgery right away. So I decided to have my arm set in a hard cast. For 2 months, it was x-rayed repeatedly to see if the bone was healing properly. Finally, after 2 casts, one red, which covered my knuckles, and the second one being purple, which did not cover my knuckles, they cut the cast off with a saw. Then they gave me this arm brace and a sling. The sling wasn't necessary anymore. The sling was what I used when I first broke my arm. So the arm brace really deformed my pinky and the finger next to my pinky, because it was a metal strip that forced my pinky down for a month. And this was not good because it weakened the muscles and deformed my pinky. So now my pinky and the finger next to my pinky are very weak and cannot bend and are very stiff. And slowly and gradually, my hand is returning to its former prominence. But it is a long and arduous process. this is to increase flexibility in the wrist. Push your hand towards your pinky and then do the wrist radial deviation, where you push your hand towards your thumb. So alternate pushing your hand towards your pinky and pushing your hand towards the thumb. It looks like a dance. I continue doing the wrist ulna deviation and the wrist radial deviations because it was the most simple thing to do. Surprised how well I had recuperated after taking off my cast. Plus it looks like we're doing a silly dance. Making a fist is very difficult. I can make a claw, but I don't think I can do the wrist flexion.
I can only make a claw. I can't make a fist. I still can't make a fist. Even with long nails, I can't make a fist. My wrist and bending it.
Thumb position combo.
To an open palm and then to an L hand as shown in the bottom right image. Next, return to an open palm and then make a fist in the bottom left image. Finally, return to an open palm and then repeat the zeros. I can't do it.
For the tendon glides, you start with an open palm, then you try to make a claw, then you try to make a fist, and then back to an L or T shape, and then repeat the process over and over again. Except I can't make a fist yet, I can only make a claw. The cast has been off of my arm for one day. I haven't been doing my exercises on a regular basis. It is still really difficult for me to make a fist. Plus, I put on these super long coffin-shaped nails that make it really hard for me to make a fist regardless. So I make a claw all the time. A claw with long red nails. Next is the thumb position combo, where I touch my thumb to the alternating fingertips over and over again to increase flexibility in my fingers. Thumb opposition combo. Touch the fingertips and then return to the open palm. Touch each fingertip with your thumb. Over and over and over again for a few minutes so that you can get the flexibility back in your hand. My hand still feels numb and tingles. The first time I tried to do this, my hand would shake when I would try and touch the finger next to my pinky. Now it doesn't do that anymore, so I guess I'm making some improvement over time. This is going to be the thumb opposition for another couple of seconds until I attempt another exercise for flexibility. I'm getting better at the thumb opposition exercise. Soon there won't be any tingling because the nerve damage from the pinched nerve is healing gradually. Wrist extension, arm, thigh. You're supposed to sit down. Place your inside of your right arm on your right knee and thigh, and then bend at the wrist backward while placing your left arm over your right wrist so you feel a stretching sensation. I'll demonstrate this later when I sit down. Right now, I cannot make a fist, so it's very hard for me to attempt the wrist extension arm thigh exercise. Next is wrist supination, neutral to supinated. Try this one out and see if you can do it. It doesn't look that difficult. You're just twisting your wrist like a beauty queen wave or like the single ladies dance. Next are hand pumps, where you simply make a fist and then a flat palm over and over again. Hand pumps, try and follow the instructions, but I can't make a fist or a claw. I can just make a claw and a flat palm. I can't make a fist. I'll try it though. Let's see if I can do it.
should do this. Place the palms of your hands together with hands in front of your chest as shown. Stretch your wrists. Stretch my wrist. I can feel the pull of my wrist being stretched backward. Nice and stretch. Rest your arm on the table. Then grasp your wrist. As shown. Turn your affected wrist towards palm face up. So you try to make your wrist to the table, moving forward. I'm going to place my hands on the table and lean forward. Just like so. I can feel the stretch. I'm placing my weight gently on my hands and leaning forward. Gently lean forward, placing both hands on the table and leaning forward stretches my wrist. All I'm doing is placing my palms flat on the table and gently leaning forward, placing my weight on my palms. Your exercises so your arm will heal. I'm your very long slave mother. I can help you fit into your clothes now that your arm is healing. It's easier to put clothes on if you don't got a broken arm. I can help you. Don't worry, honey. Don't worry. We'll be doing the single line dance. like this all the time to exercise our wrists. Don't worry, honey. Unicorn wave. Grab the air. Grab the air. Grab the air. I'm your friend, Maggot. I heard that you were Don't worry. It feels just fine. We just have to do the beauty queen wig every day. Just like this. Don't worry. You can twist your fingers around each other. You can heal. Don't worry. You can heal. And learn to enjoy hands. You can learn to by doing the beauty and twisting your wrists in a circle. This is the machine that makes my hands come alive. I plug it into to my computer to charge it. This is what it looks like when the screen is lit up. These are the electrodes that I put. I'll show you them. They go on your skin. This is what they look like when I put them on. Now I will turn on the machine that will stimulate my muscles. There's negative and positive stimulation. So I put the negative and the positive. I keep pressing the positive button until I start to feel a tingle. I press the positive buttons until I start to feel a tingle. My fingers will start to move on their own. Look, my hands will twitch. Because my muscles are being forced to contract. This is making my muscles contract. put it on different parts. The electrodes move the muscles in my hand. I can feel my muscles tingling and moving. There's a timer that tells you how long you will be twitching your muscles for you. It's moving my thumb. It's making my thumb move. It's making my thumb move. It's making pulsating and forcing my muscles to bend and twist. Breathe length. Fighter! I'm the best fighter there is! My name is Fran Fighter! Fran the Fighter! And you're gonna make a fist! Best fighter there is! My name is Fran Fighter! Fran the Fighter! And you're gonna make a fist someday! You're gonna make a fist someday! Just make a fist! Make a fist! Just like Fran Fighter! Don't worry! Don't worry! You're going to get your fist capability back, and we're gonna punch our way through everything. Don't worry, you're going to be a fighter, just like Fran Fighter. Fran the Fighter. Fran the Fighter. Fran the Fighter. Don't worry. Your fist will be just as strong as it ever was. Jab, jab, jab. Right hook, right hook, right hook. We're gonna lace up the gloves again. Left hook, left hook, left hook. Left jab, left jab, left jab. Don't worry. You're going to be a fighter again someday. A fighter, I tell you. A fighter. Don't worry, a fighter. We're going to help you make a fist. You're going to make a fist. You're gonna make a fist someday. I just know it. Come on,
some comfort food. Well, I got the wrong thing. I got the chicken wonton tacos, which is just basically a wonton deep fried until it's crispy. And then they put grilled chicken, and some type of spicy chili sauce. And then they put coleslaw on top of it. Now, this was sort of interesting, but not worth the money. I know these are appetizers and not entrees or side dishes, but I didn't love it and I didn't hate it. I meant to order the chicken and cheese quesadilla and the chicken wontons to see what they tasted like. But I wound up ordering the chicken wontons twice, so I got a double serving of them, and then I ordered one piece of ribs. Now, the ribs tasted like ribs. They weren't the most tender ribs I'd ever tasted, but they were barbecue sauce drenched, and eventually they came off the bone, but they're supposed to fall off the bone a lot easier than that when they're cooked with expertise by a pit master. But these were just okay for Applebee's. I also got the Thanksgiving plate. So this was okay. I purchased banquet turkey and gravy slices. And then I purchased macaroni and cheese with white cheese. So it's pepper jack cheese. And then I made the stuffing and a can of yams and a can of cranberry sauce, and voila, there you have it, Thanksgiving dinner. For dessert, I had a chocolate eclair pie filled with yellow custard and drizzled with dark chocolate on top. It had a crust like a pie, but it was labeled an eclair because it had the custard on the inside and the drizzled chocolate on the outside. I rather enjoyed it. Only cost $1 from Food Line.
This is the Thanksgiving plate. It looks so delicious, doesn't it? Well, let's see what I have cooked up. First of all, I got the turkey from Banquet. Sliced turkey and gravy. I didn't cook no turkey. Are you kidding? No way. But Banquet already had the turkey sliced up in compressed meat with gravy already on it. Then I went to the supermarket and got some macaroni and cheese with pepper jack cheese in it that was already cooked. Then I got some stovetop stuffing and I added water to it, and voila! That's it. That's all you gotta do for stovetop stuffing is add water. The kind that's made out of cornbread is good too. I think they used to call it giblet gravy. You know, when you put the gizzards and the liver from the bird in the gravy and you make it from scratch. Well, I know how to make that type of gravy, but I don't want any giblets in my gravy. I also like the cornbread stuffing, but I didn't get the cornbread stuffing. I got the regular stuffing. So then I went and got me a can of cranberry sauce. Not the kind with the giant cranberries in it, but the smooth kind that cuts through like a knife through butter. Of course, I didn't leave it in the shape of the can. I mushed it up as much as I could, because cranberry sauce is not supposed to be in the shape of a can. It's supposed to be a sauce, like a sauce, Supposed to have to put it in a bowl. And if you are going to leave it in a shape, you could use a beautiful Jell-O mold to put it in. That would be super fancy if you could take the cranberry sauce out of the can and mush it into a Jell-O mold and then turn it upside down after being in the freezer and let it thaw out. And then that would be in the shape of a beautiful Jell-O mold instead of in the shape of a can. Or you could make it like a real sauce and put it in a bowl like you're supposed to. Besides the cranberry sauce, I got some canned yams. The grocery store brand canned yams. They're not as good as the brand name ones, but they're canned yams, so they can't taste bad. Some people like to bake their yams. Bake them in the oven. It takes a long time, and I say, okay, you got a lot of time on your hands. Why not for Thanksgiving? So after the canned yams, I went ahead and probably thawed out some broccoli for my vegetables. Now, some people like to make that green bean casserole with the fried onions and the cream of mushroom soup. Well, I say make broccoli casserole with broccoli and cream of mushroom soup and cheese. I put cheese on it to make it taste like quiche, and then I put bacon bits in it, and then I put some fried French onions on top and bake it in the oven. But I didn't show that here. I just showed the things that I bought already cooked from the grocery store and put it all on the plate and ate it. Now, what really says Thanksgiving to me is the cranberry sauce and the yams. And the stuffing, of course. Now, the macaroni and cheese is not any good if it comes already made. You have to put an extra layer of cheese on it and put it in the oven until the extra layer of cheese is bubbly. But I didn't do that. I wish I had. It would have made a nice gooey string effect if I had done that. Well, this is my Thanksgiving. Now, the gravy was just drowning everything on the plate. And a deluge of cholesterol-filled high caloric intake. But I ate it, and the next day I cooked me up a chicken drumstick and some rice and ate the rest of that turkey gravy with some broccoli, of course. And it was very delicious. Hi, it's Bad Girl Joker. Thanksgiving is delicious, delectable and delightful. Eat everything you want. Don't worry. You can get rid of all of the cholesterol by eating cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce burns fat and cholesterol. And if you put a dash of lemon on top of the cranberry sauce, it will burn up all of the calories that you ate from the turkey gravy. Don't worry, enjoy your Thanksgiving. My favorite Thanksgiving is the cranberry sauce because it looks like the bloody entrails. Just kidding. Enjoy. Don't worry. Everybody is allowed to splurge at least once a year with Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and anything that has Eve or year in it is good. Valentine's Day is good. You can eat too many candy, chocolates, but we won't talk about that until later. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Only do a 1 or 2 jumping jacks. You don't need to do that many. The cranberry sauce will get rid of all of the extra bloat in your stomach. Plus, cranberries are a good food group. Hi, honey. It's me, your fairy god Sling Mother. Don't worry, honey. You don't have to worry about eating too much for Thanksgiving or having a heart attack or stroke or getting diabetes for Thanksgiving. Don't worry, honey. Your fairy god Sling Mother is here to take care of ya. I'm gonna wave my fan and get rid of all those calories as soon as I find my fan. Where do I put that thing anyways? Well, anyhow, I can help you fit into your clothes, so don't worry. I can still help you fit into your clothes if you eat all the Thanksgiving food. My favorite Thanksgiving food happens to be the stuffing. So go ahead and stuff yourself, honey. Don't worry. The stuffing has cornbread in it, and cornbread comes from corn, and corn is a vegetable, so you don't have to get very upset about getting a stroke or a heart attack or diabetes. Honey, I'll just wave my wand and you can get into your clothes. I can help you fit into anything. Just go on and eat that stuffing. The gravy is actually a liquid, not a solid, so it's easier to digest. You can eat more gravy than you can turkey. I do it all the time. Don't worry. I can still help you fit into your clothes. What are you gonna wear to the Thanksgiving dinner anyways? Looks like you've been wearing that checkerboard short set. Maybe you should try out some different clothes. Oh, after Thanksgiving, I heard you were gonna go and make a huge dinner of international food. And you're going to France, Paris, France, Rome, Italy, and Mykonos, Greece, or Athens, Greece. That's where you're going after the Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is just the tip of the iceberg. You're gonna sail across the Atlantic on a giant cruise that takes 2 weeks to get across the Atlantic. We're not gonna go through the icy part of the Atlantic, are we? I think you said we're gonna go when it's warm out. So we won't hit any icebergs or anything. Or we might fly. And then when we get to the Mediterranean, we might cruise the Mediterranean. That'll be cool. So we're going to Paris, Rome, Venice, Athens, and Mykonos, Greece on a food excursion. Honey, you're gonna have to put on a lot of outfits for all those locations, and I'll be right there to help you. Don't worry, honey. I'll help you fit into your clothes. Now, just eat more cornbread stuffing than the regular kind of bread stuffing, because that way you won't feel so stuffed. Just because they call it stuffing doesn't mean you gotta be stuffed when you eat it. You know, cornbread is easier to digest than regular bread. As long as they put a lot of them celery chunks in it, it's good for your nutrition. Celery chunks, onions, and corn go into the cornbread stuffing, so it's actually healthy for you. I'll just razzle dazzle, and that'll help you fit into your clothes anyways. See you around, honey. Don't worry. You got your fairy god Sling Mother. How you doing, love? It's the streets. But now that I'm at home making dinner, my name is Fran Fighter. That's why I like to be called Fran Fighter. That's it. I'm going to put on my boxing gloves for you, and we're going to go 10 rounds of Thanksgiving. You know, we don't have Thanksgiving across the pond. We haven't got any Pilgrims or any Native Americans. So Thanksgiving is a strictly American holiday. I don't think we even have the equivalent over in jolly old England. We don't have it in Scotland. We don't have it down under in Australia. We don't have it anywhere but right here in the United States. So now that I'm here, I'm going to throw my hat into the ring for some great recipes. Have you ever tried to have a crumpet for breakfast for your Thanksgiving? Well, darling, try it, darling. You're going to love it, love. You're going to love the crumpets. You're going to love the crumpets with a nice cup of tea. Have a cup of tea and a crumpet. You'll love every morsel of it, every little crumb, every little tender, scrumptious bite. I savor a good Earl Grey, not 50 Shades of Grey, but an Earl Grey. And I savor and relish the sweet taste of a breakfast tea, not quite with so much sugar as the Southern sweet tea is, but Southern sweet tea is rather good also. Well, I'm Fighter Fran. You're gonna see more from me. Someday you're gonna make another fist, even though you broke your hand or disabled your hand and broke your arm. You're going to make a fist, and I'm gonna help you, love. Don't worry, we're gonna get the strength training together after Thanksgiving, and after you've gotten your fist all balled up, you're gonna make all of your atrophied muscles all limber again. Get your fist all balled up and punch. I'm gonna help you every step of the way. After Thanksgiving, we're going to be fighters together. Love, darling, don't worry. You're gonna get your strength back. To witness the rehabilitation of somebody who broke their arm. This is going to be a long and arduous journey, but to do wrist radial deviation. Bend your wrist towards the thumb side and then return. I can feel the muscles pulling. I'm using different muscles. And then back the other way. I can feel my muscles working. Flexion, arm, thigh. Tighten, you put your hand on your knee. And then you rest your arm on your thigh and bend at your wrist up and down. Place your hand like this on your wrist and bend up and down. This is working the muscles in your wrist. Wrist flexion, arm, thigh bends from the side. Put your good hand here at your wrist. This is exercising the bones in my wrist and the muscles in my wrist. Wrist flexion, arm, thigh. Putting my left hand over my wrist. Bending my wrist back and forth, trying to make a fist. It's a thumb opposition combo. You touch your thumb to all of your fingers, just like this. This increases the flexibility in your fingers. You start with an open palm like this. Then you make a claw. Then you straighten your hand out like this from the sides like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. Then you try and make a fist. I can't make a fist. From a fist back to an open palm. Claw. Open palm. Fist. Walk like an Egyptian. Tendon glide. Wrist extension, arm, thigh. Rest your arm on your thigh and bend at your wrist. Upward, 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 upward. Try and make a fist. So I'm bending my arm at my wrist backward. Now I'm going to hold my wrist, the back of my hand, the back of my wrist, and I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure and then I feel the muscles in my hand stretching. It's the beauty queen wave or the single ladies dance. Then you try and make a fist.